I want to thank everybody for showing up here today. I am so excited. I've been sitting here talking to Charles for 20 minutes. Today is really an exciting day for us because we have this product that just recently launched. And when Charles heard about it, he just kind of took it to the next level. And in the last 2 weeks, Charles has used this platform in his business and created 52 new business partners. He has 36 more coming in today, plus 36 just from one organization. Plus, he has more coming in today. And it's not just frontline. He's got people coming in. He's already 9 levels deep in his business in 2 weeks. So this is powerful.
What I'm seeing with Cybernetico Live, just to add my 2 cents in, is it's leveling the playing field. This is a game changer. You're going to be able to manage your business and then put it on autopilot. And we're going to keep doing these how-tos. So it seems like the traction is starting to pick up very quickly with it. I can see us building massive teams with this product. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm really, I got to give you guys a little bit of background on Charles. Now, Charles is a father of 8 children, and he and his wife built this business together.
Wow, I have 2. How do you do this, man?
But, Charles has a no-excuse attitude, and I love that about him. He really, he structures his day around his business, and then he structures his day around his family. So he's very consistent. He's very, Charles, would you agree that consistency is the key to duplication?
Oh yeah, yeah. You have to stay extremely consistent. You have to have a no quit attitude. You'll win as long as you don't quit. You keep going. No matter what. You just get back up and keep going, no matter what happens. And that's what me and Christina do. We have like you said, no excuse attitude. An excuse is a lie you make up to tell yourself. You're lying to yourself when you make an excuse. So anybody can do it. Anybody.
So what do you think is the #1 reason that you're having so much success, in such a short period of time?
Simplicity. Cybernetical Live, great leadership, you and Mike, and duplication. It's simple. It's easy to explain. It's easy for people to wrap their head around. And once you boil this down to the lowest denomination, and get really average people to understand what it is that we do, it's easy. It's easy. It really is. All it takes is, that's what I did. I identified what people need. They need more time. They need more money. Okay? That's what average people need. Business marketers, us marketers, we need education. We need to become more versed in how to market. And that's why people fail, because they don't know what to do. So if you know what to do and you can employ those principles, and you have all the tools you need here in one place, it just is a perfect storm for success. It really is. All you have to do is apply yourself, come to these how-to webinars that you guys are holding, and you will learn something new every single time that you can add to your repertoire of marketing skills, and it will just begin to take off. And that's what we did. When we found out about Cybernetico Live, I dove in. I learned it because I know video is powerful, and to be able to duplicate yourself is even more powerful.
I can just imagine your face when you heard Dwayne say that he was launching this. I can just imagine.
I was in internet heaven. I mean, this is the tool, that you can take this one tool and build a worldwide organization so easily.
I mean, Charles, you've been using this for just a couple of weeks. You're getting signups right out of YouTube now, right?
I had a guy contact me on Facebook and say, "Hey, I watched your video on YouTube." I said, and it was 3 in the morning. It was 3 a.m. East Coast time, and me and Jen had just got finished doing a 3-way with a young girl, and it was 2 a.m. when I got off that call. 2:15, I see my inbox.
And mind you, it's 3 a.m. for us and this guy, so we're all up at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. still working, and he contacted me. Hey, I watched your YouTube video. I just got off of work. I would love to talk to you. Great. Send me your number. Give me 15 minutes. I'm about to wrap this call up. Okay, great. I call him. Does this really work? Yeah. Okay, send me the link. I'm ready to sign up. I swear, that's how the conversation went.
What cracks me up is when you contact me in the morning and you're like, I just got a couple more signups when I was sleeping. I don't understand what's going on. This is crazy.
It's ridiculous. This tool right here, you should be super excited about this tool. I'm going to teach you what it can do. When I saw Dwayne held a webinar that tricked us and thought was live, and it was recorded.
Yep. Yep. And I want you to touch upon it. It's not just, good for our industry,
Right.
but, how it is good for brick and mortar. It is good for, other companies and other opportunities as well. It doesn't have to be exclusive to IC.
Right. Exactly. This is the essential training platform for anything. Brick and mortar, they have business is worldwide. People have businesses, this country, other countries. Imagine being able to train all managers of your organization at one time through one source for $75 one time. That is the powerful part about it. And brick and mortar, I just touched on that. Online business, whatever company you're in, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can take this tool and duplicate yourself. Imagine having webinars running every 2 hours like I do. When I'm sleeping, I have business partners in Singapore, Thailand, Europe,
Australia, right?
Australia's blowing up. The sun is up when I'm sleeping over there. So I'm resting and I'm getting residuals and cycles are happening while I'm sleeping. And now they are getting business partners in US, Canada, and when the sun is down on their side of the earth, we're awake and they're getting signups while they're sleeping. That's the power in being able to duplicate yourself through video and have a source that you can point people to. No matter what company you're in, you can point people to a webinar and let that webinar do the talking. You can deflect. The people who can't talk very well, have trouble interpersonal relationship, issues with talking and communicating, deflect to the webinar. That's the power in it.
Now, what would you say for people that are in other companies or even our own that are uncomfortable about the camera, but they really want to utilize this? Can you talk about how they don't necessarily have to do their own video?
Oh yeah. That's very key. Say for instance, you have somebody who made an awesome video about your particular company, okay? And you want to be able to utilize this webinar software, but you're uncomfortable with video. Sidebar, you need to get uncomfortable. You have to learn you got to get uncomfortable. Anyway,
but if you're just starting, we'll give you a little bit of a break.
Yeah, get on point. Let me get on point. Okay, so say you want to use somebody else's video. You can take their video off of YouTube, place it into your webinar system, and have their video explaining, and you get the sign up. You can do that. You can literally set up a button. They click, I like what I hear, I want to join. They can click a button right from the webinar and join your business.
Yeah.
It is ridiculously.
You can set up your offer, everything off of this, and it's going to be running around the clock. You can also package this up and sell it outright and gain a pretty serious commission if you sold 10 of these a month or 100 of these a month, whatever the number is, or just join.
Yep.
You'll have access to it right away.
Yep.
If you know how to drive traffic, this is your candy store. You can drive traffic to anything, any product we offer, and make commissions, like buku commissions, over and over and over again. And just so happens we are learning how to drive traffic.
I think that they kind of like took all the excuses off the table.
You got to. I mean, what excuse can you make now? You have none. You can be at the top of your leaderboard in whatever company you want to be on the top of the leaderboard in using this software. It's that system.
You need tools. You're going to build the house. You need tools.
Yeah, exactly. And this is your candy store. We are the candy shop.
Are you ready to open the door to the candy shop for
I'm
them?
ready to crack the candy door shop wide open. Everybody run in, grab, smash, and grab. Get
All right,
all
I want to make sure
out the way.
everybody has
Paper and pen.
a paper and pen. You
Paper
are
and pen.
going to want to take notes on this. We will be posting a replay link so you guys can watch it again. Um, really pay attention to what he says because this is a guy that is his business is just catapulting. So I had him here for a reason. A, he's a no excuse guy with 8 kids. But also because he's taken this system, he's learned to master it where it's working for him around the clock, even when he's not there. So crack the
Okay,
door
cool.
open. It's all yours. The floor is yours,
You
darling.
cracked the code, baby. Here it is.
Awesome. All right, so here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna show you step by step how to set up a webinar. Okay, I'm gonna show you front to back how to set up a live webinar. Then I'm gonna show you how to set up a recorded webinar and have it look like it's live, so the people watching it don't know. Okay, so you can literally point people to the webinar and say, hey, I'm doing a webinar at 3 o'clock. Join it. I'll be there explaining. They won't even know you're not there. You'll be, out doing something and they're watching the webinar. So it's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to walk you guys through that. Let me share my screen. I can't hear you. You're muted. Okay.
He didn't see me hit mute. It's not his fault.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Want to interject while he's pulling it up? What did you want to say?
There's, if I would, there's
Look.
other platforms out there that cost quite a bit of money. Ours will be $25 a month to be on this platform and using an array of our tools, but getting access to Cybernetical Live.
Okay, awesome. All right, so
Go get it, buddy. Go get it. I'm muting out.
All right, awesome. So let's start here. Log into your back office. I can't tell what that CAPTCHA says, but I'm going to make a mistake here. Okay, let me get back in. All right, so you're going to log into your back office. When you log into your back office, this is exactly what you're going to do. You're going to come over here to products. Scroll down. Online webinar platform. This is where Cybernetical Live is located. You click that, and it's going to open up another window and redirect you straight here. Okay, so this is your toolbar. You're going to have your main account, your dashboard. Okay, you can create a new webinar from here. You can list all previous webinars that you've done right here if you click that button, and here is where the recorded webinar videos are located. I'm going to show you how to use that. Okay, this is how you access your autoresponder, your page generator, and everything like that. And as you can see, they also have a live chat support to help you if you have any questions about Cybernetical Live. Okay, but what I do when I'm ready to set up a webinar, I scroll down. As you can see, I have 2 webinars here running, 2 recorded webinars running around the clock. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set that up. But if you want to set up a new webinar, you click this blue button. Click here to create new webinar. Okay, and what it's going to do is going to open up where you can start to create your webinar. Okay, I'm going to name this one how to set up a webinar, live webinar. Okay, we're going to name it. All right, the date and time, you can pick whatever day, whatever time you want on the calendar. You can set it a month in advance, however you want to. So let's just schedule this one for tomorrow. Let's say we want to run it at 9 o'clock. Now, this is military time. If you don't know how to use military time, think of the clock in a 24-hour cycle, okay? And you have 1 o'clock in the morning all the way to 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock. Now, when you hit 12 o'clock, the next hour won't be 1 o'clock, it'll be 1300 hours, if you ever heard military time. So that's the 13th hour on the 24-hour clock is 1 o'clock. So you just keep counting. 1 o'clock is 1300, 2 o'clock is 1400, 3 o'clock is 1500. Okay, so if I wanted to set it for 9 o'clock, okay, I would have to go to 2100 hours. Okay, that's how you do that. Now, this is a little tricky. East Coast, you would think it would be Eastern time. You want to do this correctly because the first times I was doing this, my webinars were scheduled an hour later, and I wanted it to be at 9 o'clock. It was coming up as 10 o'clock. So when you set up your time zone, you're not going to click Eastern time if you're on the East Coast. You're going to click Atlantic time, okay? And it's right here for Eastern Standard Time. Select GMT 4 o'clock so you can't make a mistake, okay? You can set up your autoresponder through Magic Responder or Aweber, and have your autoresponder system connected to your webinar if you wanted to. Okay, you have your language that you select, English. Okay, this is pretty cool. You can, let's say you wanted to set up webinars, and do informational webinars. Something really valuable. Let's say how to what do they call that? Couponing. Let's say you know how to coupon. A lot of people would like to know how to coupon. Go to the store with a bunch of coupons and get $500 worth of stuff for $60. There's people out here who know how to do that. That's extremely valuable information. If you wanted to hold a webinar teaching people how to do that and charge $150 a person, you can do that and get paid straight through your PayPal by hitting Pay Webinar and entering your PayPal address right here. And that person would have to pay to come see your webinar. How cool is that? You can monetize webinar with any information that you want to. Okay? That's extremely powerful. And I'm planning on using that. But for right now, let's stick to the free one. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? You have the option to set up live or record it. And I'll come back and go over how to do record it. But we're going to do a live one for right now. So you click save. Okay? Now, it's going to open up your suite, your tabs for how to set up every page of the webinar. Okay, now you have your sign up email that's already pre-written for you. I don't even change it. I leave it the way it is. Okay, and you want to remember to click save after you make any change to any page at the bottom. Save module right here. Okay, you'll see me do that all throughout the webinar. Okay, so click presenter. This is how you're going to set up your presenter. You can click here to add presenter, okay, and you enter your name. I enter my Charles and Christina Dyson, okay. You don't have to put your email address, but you can. I keep my webinars generic for my entire team, so there's no links or anything like that. But if you are doing this specifically for yourself, you can go ahead and put your email address in there, okay. You can enter administrator details. Charles and Christina Dyson live in Atlanta, Georgia. They love helping people become financially free. Right there, okay? About whoever the presenter is, you, whoever it is. If you scrape the video off YouTube, and let's say you're going to use Alfredo's video, you can type something in here about Alfredo, that would captivate people and want them to sign up to come to the webinar, but you're going to get the sale. How cool is that? Okay, so you can actually also put photos in here. You can just click chosen files, okay? You can go to your pictures and select whatever picture you want. So, let's see here. My babies. Where's my family pics? Okay, so I go to my family pics. I can scroll down and pick a picture of me and Christina, boom, and load it right up in there. Oh, did it load? It didn't load. Okay. I can select a picture of me and Christina and click OK. Okay, it's there. I click save. Okay. So I set up my first page, my registration page that they're going to see. Okay, or the information they're going to see about the presenter. Now, here's the registration page. You click over here, and you can see it populated. That information is there. If I go to registration page, I can click registration page that's already generic. You got templates right here. And you see some of them have videos. I'm going to bounce back and show you how you can put a video on your registration page. But for right now, let's do one without a video. We're going to do with just text, okay? Now here's what's going to show up at the top of your page, okay? The header, the large writing, and you have where you can italicize, make it bold, and say whatever you want. Come learn how you can make.
Hold on one second. Pete's here too. Pete, honey, mute out because at the end I want to have your take on everything that we're seeing here. But every time we talk, it's like kind of interrupting the presentation a little bit, so we're all muted.
So what you could do is you can highlight whatever you write, you can bold it, you can make part of it italicized if you want to, dress it up however you want to, okay? And you're going to come down here, okay? This is the subline text, so this is going to be in the smaller writing. Charles Dyson will be showing you how you can leverage your time and income to create financial freedom. Okay, you can say whatever you want to, all right? But this is just for example purposes. You can actually put footer text if you want to at the bottom of the page, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to save, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what I just did, okay? So if you want to sample what you're looking at, just click here on the links tab, and the webinar link is right here. This is the page that everybody is going to see when they come to your webinar, and you can see the text shows up. Come learn how you can make thousands of dollars using our great system. And it's big, bold, italicized, okay? And then this is the other box I wrote in right here, and everything's preset. The time is correct. When I set up the time of the webinar, the date of the webinar, okay, I set up the administrator details down here. My picture shows up, and you can the person would then type in their name and email address, and they would register. So that's how that works. Everything's already done for you, okay? Now let me circle back, okay, and show you how you can use a video on your registration page, okay? So you can click any of these templates. I'm going to use this one. Click this one for example purposes, okay? And if I wanted to add a video in there, guess what? You got a welcome video. You have this code right here. You can take any YouTube code and put it in here. So for example purposes, I have Michael and Jen's testimonial video I'm going to use, okay? And you can select any video off of YouTube whatsoever, okay? And when you come to the page, you know, it'll have share, embed, email. You're going to click embed, okay? Actually, I gotta refresh the page because the embed code is missing. But you will come to a YouTube video, any video, pick one, okay? And that's, you know, particular to the subject matter that you are going to be discussing, whether it's, you know, for your video, for your company, you know, somebody did a great presentation and you want to use that presentation and not your own video. What you would do is come down here to share, okay? And then usually when you share on Facebook, you use this link. We're going to use this embed link right here that pops up. It's a long link, similar to the one I just deleted out in Ingreso. I copy, I right click, or you can control C, but I copy and I come over here back to Cybernetical Live, and I'm going to paste that link right here under welcome video. Okay, ABC 1, 2, 3 stuff. Copy, paste. Save the module. And check this out. Look what I just did after it loads. Okay, we're going to come back to links, and I'm going to show you how it looks now. We're going to go click visit page. Check this out. Look how cool this is. Look who's going to pop up. Hey, we just made a video.
Hey guys, happy holidays.
You see how cool that is? You see what you're able to do? That is so powerful. Now, those of you who don't like getting on video have no excuse. You can put somebody else on there, and they will actually be the one setting up, you know, to come to your webinar. It should be you. Let me talk to you about branding real quick. You want to brand yourself. You want to have your face out front. You want to have your information out front. You want to do that. So if you don't like making videos, it's time to get over it, okay? If you want this to work for you and you want to brand yourself, you want to put yourself in the video. So you can make a welcome video. Hey, thank you for coming to my registration page. You need to come to this webinar that I'm holding tonight. I'm going to rock the house. You want to make sure you register, bring 2 or 3 people with you, share this link with them, have them register, and you all get the information. I'm going to teach you how you can leverage your income and make sales and make money from home. Okay, register down below, and you could throw an offer in there too. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share my special video teaching you, mindset training or whatever you want to. Throw an incentive in there. Give them a reason to come. People like free. They like free, discount, cheap, whatever. They love free, okay? So throw something in there to get that person enticed to come to your webinar, okay? So that's how cool this is. You can use video, all right? Now, moving right along. I'm going to come here to the thank you page, okay? So this is the page that they're going to see after they register, okay? Now, you can write here, thank you for registering. Be sure to bring a pen and pad and, invite 2 or 3 people to come watch it with you. You'll be happy you did. See you on the webinar. Okay, whatever. And then on this page, you can do the same thing. You could make a thank you video, post it on YouTube, go get that embed link the same way I just did and copy and paste it right here. And the same thing will happen if you wanted to use one of these templates with video. Okay, it's so powerful. Now when they register, they'll be able to see you. Thank you for registering for the webinar. You're gonna thoroughly enjoy it. You're gonna invite 2 or 3 people to come to the webinar. You're gonna love it. Boom. Okay, and then you can save the module. Okay.
Hey, Charles, just to touch upon that too, you could always add all information is free, and that goes right back into the free thing.
Of course, yep. Powerful, powerful stuff. Okay, here you go.
Unless, of course, you're doing a paid one, then you don't want to do that.
Right, of course. Okay, so here's the links. You come to links, and now you can look at your thank you page and see what you did. And you see, thank you for registering. Whatever you type in that box is going to show up right here. This is what the people will see after they have registered for the webinar, okay? Now I'm going to go back in, did thank you page, notifications. These are pre-written notifications that the person after they register are going to receive. Webinar goes live tomorrow, goes live in an hour before the webinar. They're going to get an automatic message. We are live. When the webinar is taking place, they're going to get a message. So they're already pre-written. I just pretty much leave it the way it is, okay? And offers and polls, I'll go over that in a second when I do the recorded.
Charles, go back to the thank you page too. They can also add a logo for whatever company they're in.
Yeah.
Or if they have a team logo, they can put that in there too on the thank you page.
Yep, you sure can. And you can, put a title in there if you want to. And like I said, this one is just writing, but they have the ones with the video, with the, video plus play icon on it, so you can use those. Oh, and another thing, if you ever, let's say you didn't take good notes and you get to a spot and you're stuck, you can't remember, every single link up here has a video tutorial that you can click, and it pops up and tells you exactly what you're supposed to do on that particular page. And it comes up, it shows you exactly how to set it up. Okay, so that's how I learned to use it. If I didn't know how to do something, I clicked the video tutorial, and it taught me how to use it. Okay, so everything is there for you to be successful. All right, so this is how you set up the live webinar. Okay, and then let's go back to the main page, and let me show you how you start the webinar. So let's say it's 10 minutes before your webinar and you're ready to go. What's happening is right here is the webinar that I set up just now. Okay, it's a live event happening tomorrow at 9:00 p.m. Okay, and when you're ready to start Hangout on Air, start HOA. You just click that. It'll walk you through the prompts. You'll come to the screen where you're going to be seen. Okay, you'll see the chat box, but it's not going to be live as soon as it pops up. You're actually going to see a not on air button in the top right hand corner of your screen, and when you're ready to start, at the bottom of your screen you'll see start webinar. You can click that, and then it goes on air, and it'll say live when you are being seen by everybody on the webinar. So that's pretty cool too. Alright, so now I just went over how to set up a live webinar. Now, I want to teach you guys how to set up a recorded webinar, okay? Now, the recorded webinar, you can use any YouTube video that you want, because after the live webinar, it goes straight to your YouTube page. It uploads automatically, okay? So let's say you like that webinar and you want to use that same webinar for, you know, a recorded webinar platform, okay? Just like what we have. What you would do, I'm going to show you where to go. You come to Tools and you can click Recorded Webinar, okay? When you come, now you can see I have 2 right here already. Right here, these were my best friend when I was learning how to do this. I stumbled a little bit, but I finally got it. I figured it out, and it's not hard at all. If you want to know how you can use the video from YouTube, you only can use FLV format. You don't know what that is, I'm going to show you right now, okay? So it shows you how to download a YouTube video in FLV format. And I'm going to download Mike and Jen's video to my computer so you can see how it works. It's an 8-minute video, shouldn't take that long, okay? So right here on the download button, okay, you have 2 options. Usually when you download something from YouTube, it's going to come in the MP4 format. You don't want that. You saw it said FLV format only for Cybernetical Live. So when you download, you're going to want to use FLV. So I'm going to click that, and you're going to see it pop up on your screen, and now it's downloading their video to my computer, okay? And when that's finished, I'm going to go ahead and save it to my computer, okay? Oh, 4 minutes? Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. But it's downloading. I'm going to save it to my computer, but I'm going to come back here and waste a little time while that downloads, and I'm going to let Mike and Jen say whatever they want in the interim.
I was muted out. I was being a good girl. You know, I'm really excited because I think that this is a real game changer for everybody. You know, it takes out, you know, the fear of, oh my God, a camera, which again, branding is huge. Remember, if you are using a Michael Martin video or a Charles Dyson video or a Jen and Mike video or an Alfredo video or a Pete video, you're kind of branding them. They can still buy off of you, but you're still branding that person you're putting in that platform. That's why, you know, it's time to kind of go, you know what? We're all people here. They want to see you. Sales in this industry that I'm finding is that people are coming to us from YouTube and going, you know, I really connect to you. I really want to talk to you. And then they join your business. People,
Right.
And I always be yourself.
Right.
You don't have to be perfect because nobody in this world is. But if you're self on it, you know, if you're uncomfortable, it's okay. The more that you do these videos, you know, to put into your platform, the more comfortable you will become.
Right.
You know, it's like riding a bike. You're going to fall off a few times. That's okay.
Let me speak on that. I want to say a few words about that because when I first started doing videos, I mean, I sucked. I mean, you're going to suck when you first start. There's no way around it. You got to suck before you get good. You know, like with anything, you're going to fall when you first learn how to ride a bike. You know, so I'm messing up. You know, I got to record 30 times before I get the one I like. Don't do that, guys. Mess up some more until you get good. And that's the only way around it. You're going to mess up. And Christina, I can not tell you how much she helped me. She helped me immensely when I was first learning how to make videos, you know, because she wants it to be right and she wants it to be great and she wants us to put, you know, valuable product out, you know, with, you know, making a video. But the bottom line is this: when you first start, it's going to be bad. You're going to mess up. I still mess up to this day. I get my words turned around and Christina look at me and be like, I heard that. I mess up all the time.
Yeah, well, with Michael, he's like, oh, man, I should have said this instead of this, because we always review these afterward. I'm sorry, my daughter let a fly in here. See, you don't have to be perfect.
Exactly.
But, you know, the one thing I want to make sure you guys understand is be yourself. You know, the way that you are is fine. You know, people are going to connect to you over me some days. Some days they're going to connect to Mike before me, you know, or Charles before me. It's okay. You know, the purpose of this is to find people that can work with you and connect with you.
Right.
And if you're not yourself and you're trying to be somebody else that you're not, or faking it till you make it,
Yeah.
they're
They're
going to smell it a mile away.
Yeah, it's best to just be you because the personality type on the other side of the computer is going to identify with you. That's the reason why that guy contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm ready to join. I follow you. I subscribe to your YouTube page. I want to join you." I didn't explain zero things. He watched the video, found me, and joined me. It was that simple. And that'll happen for you too. You just got to be yourself. Don't try to be perfect. Mess up, because when you don't mess up, people will that guy didn't seem authentic. You know what I mean?
And
So
it is true, you know. And don't be afraid of giving too much detail out either whenever you're doing something, because you got to remember the person on the other end, when they're talking to you, if you feed them too much information, they're in the back of their head going, I'm never going to remember all of that. There's no way. So just keep it simple. You know, do not overcomplicate this system. Trust me, it is just so easy to use. You know, that's why I wanted everybody to see it in action. And
right,
when you see what he's about to show you with the recorded end, and how he's literally, this next step is how he is blowing this up while he's sleeping. So
exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. This is like really, really important. Okay, so I want you to make a note of the time. 8 minutes and 48 seconds is how long the video is. I want you to make note of that and get yourself a calculator out. If you have one on your cell phone, pull that out. I'm pulling mine out right now. And we're going to use that in a second when we upload the video into Cybernetical Live, okay? But it's all downloaded. It's done. You're going to go to your computer files, okay? And you have a specific folder for downloads whenever you download something. That's all my music. You have a specific folder for whenever you download something, okay? So you're going to go to that download folder, and you're going to find the file that you just downloaded. It'll be an FLV format, okay? So I'm looking for the title of Mike and Jen's. Here it is, right here, Ingreso Cybernetico 2013 testimonial, FLV format. It's right there, okay? So it's on my computer. So I'm going to go back to Cybernetical Live, okay? And I'm going to add a new video, okay? Now, when I click that, you can name it. I'm going to name it Mike and Jen, okay? And I'm going to select the file that I just downloaded, okay? And it's in my downloads. I just verified it was there. And I'm going to scroll down to, I just said the name of it. Here it is, Ingreso Cybernetico 2013 testimonial. Boom. I'm going to open it, and you're going to see a download bar come up, okay? It's downloading. It tells you, oh, you know what? Shoot, Mike and Jen. Upload complete. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so it's uploaded. I'm going to go back to recorded webinar videos. Okay. Now, you see this enter length? I said the video was 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay. Now, this is just for example. 8 minutes 48 seconds. This is just for example purposes. I didn't want to download a 30+ minute video, but in order to use a recorded webinar on this platform, it has to be at least 30 minutes long. Okay, this is just for example purposes. It probably won't even work because it's under 30 minutes. So your video that you use must be over 30 minutes. You see, my video is over 32 minutes. This one is over 38 minutes. So it's over 30 minutes. Okay. But just for example purposes, this is what you need to do. You have to enter the seconds, the length of the video in seconds, not minutes, but seconds. Okay, so it's 8 minutes and 48 seconds. And we know there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. So what you're going to do with your calculator is multiply 60 seconds for each minute times 8 minutes. That's 480 seconds. But you got the other 48 seconds of the video. So you need to add 48 to that 480, and then you'll come up with the entire length of the video in seconds, which is 528 seconds. I'm going to do that again for you guys so you can get it. So there's 60 seconds in each minute, right? Okay, so 8 minutes is the length of the video. You're going to multiply that by 60 seconds for each minute. You're going to get 480. But you have the other 48 seconds in the length of the video. Okay, so you have to add that 48 seconds to that 480, and then you'll get 528 seconds for the length of the video. Now let's use a bigger number. For example, my video, the top one right there, is 32 minutes and 50 seconds. So you're going to multiply 32 minutes times 60 seconds. And that'll tell me the length of the video in minutes. That's 1,920 seconds. But there's another 50 seconds right there that I didn't add. So I'm going to add that 50 seconds to that answer, and I'll get the entire length of the video in seconds, 1,970 seconds. I hope that was clear. For time purposes, I'm going to move on, but you guys get the idea. So for this video, I said 60 times 8 plus 48 is 528. So I'm going to put 528 and save. Okay? Saved it. And guess what? 8 minutes and 48 seconds. It automatically calculated the minutes and the seconds for me. Okay, so that's an important step. It stomped me. I sat here for 2 hours trying to figure out why it won't give me the right length of the video. Then I said, oh, seconds. So you have to do a little bit of math. Okay, but that's how you do that. All right, so because this video is not over 30 minutes, I'm not going to use it when I show you how to set up the recording. I'll use one of my previous ones, okay? But I'm going to go over here to my account. Now that I have the video uploaded, I'm going to create a new webinar, and this time it's going to be a recorded webinar. So I can make it live financial seminar. I'll just name it something like that. Okay, I've been removed from college for a couple of years. Forgive me, I spelled seminar wrong. So what? Okay, so here we go. Let's set it up again for, let's do something different. Let's set it up for Tuesday at, let's say, 8 o'clock. So again, military time. 1 o'clock starts at 1300, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock is 2000 hours, okay? So that's 8 o'clock p.m. I'm on the East Coast, so I would put Atlantic time. If you're in Central time, you can use Central time. Let's just do that for the Central time people. Okay, I'm going to click record it for the type of webinar. Record it. Okay, now enter YouTube video ID. I'm going to use see, it says recorded webinar feature will only work if you have an upload a video of 30 minutes or greater. So I can't use that Mike and Jen video. It's only 8 minutes long. Okay, good example. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, one of my other ones that I have uploaded. Now, you have the ability to set these webinars up to run every single day, any single calendar date of the month, one day every week, like a Tuesday, every Tuesday, or you can set it up to run a selected day of every week. Okay, so you can pick one of these. I do mine every day. This is how I'm able to make money while I'm sleeping, because I can set up webinars, selected daily sessions, up to 12 times a day. That means every 2 hours there's a webinar going every 2 hours that anybody can plug into. So that's why I set mine up for 12 times a day. You can set yours up for 4 times a day. You can set it up for 3 times, 2 times a day, 1 time a day, whatever you want to do. But I do mine the maximum amount every 2 hours, and you can set it up however you want to. You can set them up recurring for every hour. You can set them up every 2 hours. I do mine every 2 hours. So I would put 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m. It gets a little tedious, but you'll get it done. 10 a.m., then 12 p.m. Why can't I find the darn 12? 12 p.m. Then you can set it up for 2 p.m. And these are the times the webinar is going to start. Okay? 4 p.m. 6 p.m. Come on, speed up, Charles.
Hey, Charles, while you're doing that, Michael just brought up a good point, because he's not overly, techie or understand these kind of things sometimes. No offense, but you just don't. We all have a skill. But, he was like, so every time a webinar plays, it's going to upload into Google Plus and YouTube. No, that's not the case, guys. The first time you set up a webinar, it will go to those places. It will go to your YouTube and it will go to your Google Plus. But on a recorded webinar, the webinar you're grabbing from YouTube. So it's just automatically running. It's not affecting your YouTube channel at all.
Right. The recorded ones don't upload. That's a good point.
And Michael's asking about Facebook. It doesn't go to Facebook, Michael. What it does is when we have a webinar, we hit the replay button, and then we send it out into Facebook like a normal post.
I'll show you how. I'll get to that. So I got my time set up. 0000 a.m. is just 12 a.m. Okay, make a note of that. You save the webinar. Okay. Now I have it set up. Okay. I have it set up. Now it's same thing, same process. You can set up the presenter. I think for time purposes, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but we're going to set up a registration page, and I'll just set up a generic. Hey, it's me. Just write something in there. Thank you guys for coming. This is just anything because I want to get to showing you how to do the polls and the offers, okay, which is really cool. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'll set up something for the thank you page too. Let's see, thanks for coming, and I'll save that. Okay, this is what I want to get to. Notifications. Okay, and offers and polls. Okay, notification. Oh, that's the I already talked to you guys about that. That's the email notifications. Offers. Check this out. All right, click here to add offers. Okay, this is what you can do. You can add. Offers are enticements. You want to entice people and give them value. Anybody who talks about marketing, you want to always give value because that makes you valuable to the person you're marketing to. Okay, it's Justin on his webinar last week called it marketing, without marketing, selling without selling. Okay, you're giving things away, and the person is like, oh man, this guy is so cool. He's giving me so much things that I can learn. There's so many things for free. Man, this guy's pretty cool. I would love to learn how to make money from him. That's the natural reaction. So you want to set up offers, and it doesn't always have to be financial. It doesn't have to always be tied to something that's free. Information is king. If you can give somebody information that's valuable, to me, that resonates more than any monetary thing that you can give away, like a movie ticket or something that doesn't last. Give them some information that they'll keep and stick with them forever. And if you don't know something that you can offer, go learn it. Get a book, read. That's what Justin said, and it was so profound. It was so good. Gain the information. Learn something that other people don't know that you can offer them, okay, that pertains to helping them advance in their marketing career. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you can do it. But just for example purposes, I'm going to show you how cool this is. Okay, let's say discounted movie tickets. Okay, I used this as an example before. I was playing around with it. That's what I did. Okay, click here to retrieve your discounted movie, or no, not click here. Offer description. Discounted movie tickets. Let's just do that. Discounted movie tickets. Okay, for example. All right, you can put an image in there too. So let's say, click. What did I put? Claim your tickets here, or ticket here. Okay. Check this out. Let's go and make an example out of this. Let me go to AMC just for what's this? All right, let's see. Let's just use any website. We'll just use this, okay? You can take this And it could be anything. Just use your imagination, okay? Just use your imagination. You can put that there, right? Check this out. Now, stick with me now, okay? So what will happen is I got an offer in there, right? There it is. There's the offer. Now let's try a poll, okay? Now click here to add a poll, okay? Did you like the webinar? And option, I loved it, could have been better, it sucked. Okay, and you can have this webinar poll set up. Okay, now you can look at your page the way you set it up just to make sure. See, hit hey, it's me, thank you guys for coming. Okay, that was the registration page, and then you verify your thank you page right here. Okay, same thing. Okay, now, oh yeah, you can see the list of your subscribers too, and you can download it as well. It's pretty cool. Okay, now W commands. This wasn't on the other one because that wasn't a recorded webinar. This is webinar commands. Check this out. Okay, now you got a 30-minute video uploaded, right? When you watch the video, you can know what's happening at 16 minutes and 20 seconds, okay, of the video that you have. Let's say you're talking and you said at the beginning of the webinar that you were going to give them something away at the end of the webinar. Okay, so around a 31 minute when you're closing, or 32, wherever you're closing, right, you put the time in of the part of the video when you're closing, and then you can go ahead and set up your offer. You can show your offer to attendees, discounted movie tickets at the webinar, add to webinar. So at 31 minutes 26 seconds of the webinar, right when you're ending it, their offer that you set up will pop up. The promise that you made will pop up right there on the screen, so they can claim whatever it is that you told them you would give them access to. Really, really, really powerful. Okay. Let's say you're getting to the end and you want to ask them, how'd you like the webinar? So right when it's about to end, you can set up ask poll question to attendees. Okay, and there it is. Ask the poll question. Boom, it's right there, set up. Okay, what's the other thing? So much you can do with this. What is the thing you wanted me to share? Oh, once you are wanting to share the recorded webinar, you know, let's say you want to put it on your Facebook, okay? You know what you're going to put on your Facebook? You're going to put, you visit this page, you're going to put the registration page on your Facebook. That's what is that's the page where people are going to register to come to your webinar. So naturally, you're going to use that page, okay? And it's very powerful when you have a video up there. That's why you want to use video, because when they click it, their video is going to talk to them. They don't have to read. People are lazy, okay? You are lazy. I am lazy. We live in a society where you want things now. You don't want to read. You would rather listen. That's why video advertisement is much more powerful than print advertisement. So you want to use video with this software. You just do. It works, okay? So this link you would copy and go to Facebook and share on your Facebook status with whatever you wanted to say about it to get that person to click it. Hey, click this if you want to learn how I made $900 in 72 hours. Boom. They click the link, they come here, see you talking. Hey, thanks for clicking the link. If you click this link, consider yourself blessed. You're going to find out how I was able to make $900 in 72 hours. There's a webinar that's going to be happening. Check that time out right there in the middle of your screen. You're going to see the time the webinar is starting. All you have to do is register. You can put your name, your email address, click register now, and you're going to receive an email for that link that's going to be happening. That webinar is going to be happening at 12 o'clock. I want to see you there, and I'm going to give you the best information you've ever heard of how to leverage your income. See you there. Boom. Done. They go ahead and register. They go to the next page. On the thank you for registering page, have another video. Hey, I want to thank you for registering. It's powerful. It is powerful. Okay? And then you got those emails that are going to them to remind them. And if they come, they're going to be blown away by what you have to say about whatever thing that you're offering or whatever company you're promoting. Do you see how you can use this for anything that you are doing? I hope I was thorough. I hope I didn't leave you guys with any questions. But you know, oh man, I am good. I'm right at 58 minutes. That's awesome. Okay, so I hope you guys saw how powerful this thing really was.
You did an incredible job, and I got to tell you, Michael Martin's another one that's really utilizing this system. And he messaged me and asked if he could be a part of the panel. I said, absolutely. You know, of course. I couldn't get the link over to him fast enough. You know, guys, I'm just so excited about this product. Mike, give me your end, and then we'll go over it. Well, we lost Pete, but that's okay. What are you going to say about this? I'm speechless, and that's rare.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, I've got you know, tons of ideas with it. You know, I became a part of that Prodigy Bar, and I've already used up all my credits with them. I gave them all my projects and said, just get them done. You know, I created a hangout to sell Cybernetical Live retail, and I did it in the same fashion that Dwayne did that one on Sunday. So it was me and one of my team members. We walked through exactly what he just did. When we got to the W commands, we said, and this is how you make it look live. And in fact, this is not live right now, you know, and we let the cat out of the bag at that point. So it's a really powerful one. And then I set up 2 more, just like he did, a prospecting webinar that runs, you know, every day of the week. And then also a training webinar that walks new people through the back office, through the Facebook group, you know, and gives them a quick start on how to get going fast. So when that first webinar brings in the prospect, then I can say, all right, first step, we got another hangout tonight. Jump on it. It's you know, walk you through everything.
That's a good idea. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. And then everybody.
I purchased the Prodigy Bar, and I came in at the highest level. I was trying to wrap my head around about how I wanted to present it, so I'm stealing 2, Michael.
Yeah, so I'm just pumping out videos and sending it off to the Prodigy Bar. You know, pumping out a video and saying, hey, this is you know, these are the days I want it scheduled. Get it done, boom, and they do it, and they get it back to me. So all that stuff he just walked you through, you know, you don't have to do it if you do the Prodigy Bar. You just.
Oh man, I need to know more about that, Mike and Jen.
It's really great. You just tell corporate what you want, and they just do it.
Oh my God.
You give them the links, and they set it up for you.
Is that like the butler thing?
They give you 3 tasks a week, and I've already like backed up. You know, I've got like 4 videos waiting for 3 more credits to drop in so I can get the next batch done. You know, I guess I could do it myself, but you know, I got too much stuff going on. But yeah, so I mean, just imagine.
Tom Husby and Dylan Hastings, they're the ones that set it up, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It's awesome. I mean, I love it. You know, and
There are 3 levels, Mike. There's 3 levels, and if you could elaborate, you know a little bit more about it because you are using it.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact prices. I know $99, that price is the first one. You get 1 task a week. It's $99 for the year, and it's 1 task a week. And then it's, I think, like $190 something for 2 tasks a week. And then the one I got was like $269, I think, for 3 tasks a week. And if you divide that out through the year, it comes out to like $1.50 a task.
Oh man, that is so awesome.
It's a gold, silver, and a platinum level, and the platinum level is obviously what we bought.
Right.
Oh, that's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. So all you got to do is either create your webinar or take someone else's. You don't even have to create one like you described. You can just grab someone else's video, email the YouTube link off, and say, okay, I want it scheduled this many days a week at this many times, you know, and the only thing you'd have to do a little extra work on is if you want to do some W commands in there, you'd have to map those out for them, and then you just send it over in a text file, and boom, a couple days later, done.
That's pretty cool, man.
All done, yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing with it. I mean, and it's awesome like you described. I mean, just imagine out there prospecting and marketing, and then just to be able to say, you know, we got a prospecting webinar tonight, go check it out, you know, when they ask for more information. And then once they've signed up, hey, get on that training hangout.
Yeah.
and then be able to duplicate that down.
Imagine this. I mean, Mike, if you had this over the summer when you were doing all those activities with your daughter, I mean, really?
I would have made double the money I'm making now. That's for sure. And then you can pass that down. I mean, imagine having 4 or 5. Doesn't even have to be a lot. 4 or 5 people underneath you, all using your webinars, all using this system. I mean, gloves off, man. Gloves off. It's game over.
I went from 4 people on me and Christina's team, okay, to 52 in 14 freaking days.
And that's not personal.
It's
that's
not personal.
That's duplication. It's 9 level C.
It's duplication. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and then they have in like their 5th level, 36 people are coming in for 3 levels in our company. The first 3 levels, 36 of them are coming in at those levels.
That's one guy.
And that's just from one guy. I mean,
it's rolling like a wheel. It is rolling like a wheel.
You have to collapse time as we're all busy, and that's the goal of this industry, is to collapse time so we can have our lives back. So this is a tool that's going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the great things, because normally, you know, these webinars, you know, in order to do it, I mean, they're the highest converting thing on the planet. And but the negative part about it is that, well, you know, you got to do them. And usually there are, you know, weird times, you know, because you want to do it for people that are getting out of work. So usually you're doing them around dinner time, you know, if you're on the West Coast like me, and if you guys, you know, it's later at night, you know, it's the times when they've gotten out of their job and they're supposed to be spending time with their families. Well, now they can't. You know, now they don't have to do these webinars. They can set them all up, and while they're on the couch eating popcorn, watching a movie with their kid, you know, these webinars are signing people up and training them.
Yeah, I know for a long time, you know, it's funny, Mike is actually from the same town as we lived in, and so he's familiar with the area, but we had a business that was growing globally, and it's like we were up literally 20-hour days, 7 days a week building our companies, and we're like this finally by 4 o'clock in the morning, we're like, I'm trying to answer your questions. I really am. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? You know, and now I can set it up around the clock where I don't have to be awake and tired and waiting for somebody to come in from, you know, Asia that wants to hear about something. I can just set it up for that time period. I'm resting, and they're watching it like I'm there.
Right, and it builds that closer connection, you know, because, you know, especially if you're doing your own video, you know, before they even ask you for a link, they're already connected. They already, you know, like you and trust you because they're seeing you, you know, there, you know, whatever they want. And then to be able to schedule it, you know, nationally is huge.
Oh.
Right? Schedule one 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Shell's just got some good news, I can tell.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't watched the 10-day webinar series that went on the last week and a half, Justin, I don't want to butcher his last name. What's his last name, Micah Jen? Varengia. Justin Varengia. Oh my God. That one training alone about videos will take your business and blow it up. He taught things I did not even conceive in my mind about videos.
Well, it's so important, Charles, and, you know, because people want to know you. They're not sitting in your living room unless, like, this is like them sitting in your living room. But you're typing away and you have a picture of a cat as a profile picture on Facebook, and you have no personal pictures of your life, and they need to know who they're trusting. They need that. I mean, because there's so much that goes on in the world today that trust is a very, you know, it's a commodity. Yeah, it really is.
Right. Think of it this way. I got a good analogy. Think of being in the 1940s reading newspaper, and then fast forward to the 70s and 80s when television hit the market. What would you rather do, read information or watch information?
Right.
There's a huge difference.
When you're watching the information, you want to watch it from somebody you can, you know, you can. How do I explain that? I'm on the. I just lost my. See, you don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, just the connection. You know, you're just building that connection. You know, it's really.
If I'm going to a Michael Martin webinar, I don't want to see Charles doing the introduction, and I don't want to see Charles doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to know who Michael Martin is. I love you, Charles. Don't get me wrong. I'm just using that as an example. But if I'm going to see Michael Martin at a webinar, and then I know him from Facebook, and I see this wonderful father, and he's very successful, and then I go over into one of his webinars, and Charles is doing the presentation, and I don't know who the hell Charles is, I'm going to be like, who is this guy? It's not like I'm promoting a company webinar. If Michael Martin invites me personally, I want to see Michael Martin there.
Right. And back to that main point that you made in the beginning, Jen, none of this works if you're making excuses. I mean, that is my mantra. I carry that flag. I had a job at one point. I was working full-time hours. And coming home, I would punch the job clock and walk in the house and punch my own clock. I mean, me and Christina worked. We didn't make excuses. We worked our business, and that's what it's going to take. Go after it. Just learn this software. Get over your fears. Your fortune is in your fears. Your fortune is in facing your fears. Go at it head on. Make the video. Do the first one. You don't even have to show anybody. Just watch it yourself and just be accomplished. I did it. I made a video. I'm sitting here watching it. Okay, let me keep doing this. Okay, and then don't try to be perfect. Get to the point where, okay, I'm going to share this one. I'm going to put this on my Facebook page so people can see it.
I think
hit that milestone.
That's kind of an important thing, Charles, is that how we get to use it to share it deeper than our own circle of influence.
Right.
But before you also, your success is in your fear.
And that's YouTube and Google. But
most people are afraid of doing a video, but you got to do them because that's what people are looking for. If you want to be successful, you have to step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and what I found is the less perfect it is, the better it converts.
Yeah, because if you can do it, if this guy's making money, I can too.
Yeah, and then you just seem real. I mean, that's one comment I get on most of my stuff is they say, Mike, you just seem like a regular guy. You just seem real. And I do a video one take and that's it. I put it up. And if I screw up, fumble, drop something, it's part of life. You just roll with it and you put it out there. And people are gonna vibe with that. If you clean it all up and make it look all professional and have a green screen back there and all that, there's going to be a certain amount of people that look at that and say, I can't do that.
Right.
When I can do that. They're going to move on.
And the majority of people are going to say that. It's really interesting, if people just trust, in you and they walk outside of their comfort zone, to watch them grow, and then like a month later they're like, oh my God, I just love this. This is so great.
We're starting to see the tip of the iceberg. There's more coming from Ingreso Cybernetico. This is the beginning of a new slew of tools that are coming for us, and Dwayne is never stopping to make it easy. What we're thinking about is just making it as simple as possible. It's not a complicated thing.
This is just one tool. This is just one.
Yeah.
One.
Actually, next Friday, Michael Martin is going to be my guest speaker.
Awesome.
He's going to talk about the cloud service.
Oh, cool. Great. I'll be there. I'm not missing that. I want to learn that.
I know I have a lot of people asking about the pages, the simple pages and stuff like that we have. All that stuff is next week. We have the Language Institute being covered. I'm actually going to have Susan Rowland on, I think next Thursday if she's available. And she actually is $1 million earner in her lifetime and a professional coach. And she's going to be able to teach us a lot of things about, more on mindset. I mean, I'm not going to just do the product line. I will definitely cover every single product in these and interview different people for them, and there will be repeat guests speakers because I just know how well they're using the product.
I think
Susan, don't talk over me. So with Susan, I mean, I'm really excited about hers because she has attained that $1 million mark in a company, and she just knows how to really break things down. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah. No, I mean, when you mastermind amongst millionaires and you mastermind about people that are having success, just talking. It doesn't have to be on one thing. The energy of it is great. People want to see how you act and react to what the content is, and so we can use this for anything.
So guys, remember, we're at like a little over the hour mark, and I like to kind of keep them in that general area. But Monday through Fridays is our how-to series. Next week is just going to blow your mind. I can't wait to talk to Mike again next Friday.
It's gonna be
Charles,
awesome.
thank you so much.
Oh man,
I'm just like some of the best. I think the best presenter I've ever seen in my life.
And thank you, Mike, for showing.
Thank you
that
very
was
much.
A nice surprise.
Yeah, definitely. And Charles, if you can shoot me your link to yours, I'd like to check it out.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can do that. And actually, you know what I'll do for you guys? Watch this.
An engineer by trade, truly an entrepreneur by heart.
I'm gonna give everybody the link. How about that? You guys can check it out.
That's the one thing I do also like about this this company. I'm not going to mention the name. I mean, it's right there. But we're all like a family here. And when I mentioned to Mike yesterday, and even Charles, when I brought this up day one, the second I asked somebody, will you be a guest speaker about this? They're like, oh my God, yeah, definitely. I have a woman on my team. She's 62 years old. She's going to be speaking next week, Deborah Chesum, and she's going to talk about hashtagging, and she's going to kind of go over why she likes the simple pages. I don't know how far an extent she's going to go, but this is a woman, again, that no excuses. She learned how to hashtag, and she's actually beating out our top dog in Google, and so that's going to be exciting. These are all tips, tools, mindset, trainings, everything that you need to be successful. And my biggest suggestion is be here.
Yeah, Mike, can you get my video to Michael for me? Because I can't get to it. I can't get to it right now. I'm in the wrong team.
My Facebook, honey, I'll get it to him.
Okay, cool. I'll get it to you. All right, cool. But I appreciate all the kind words. I thank everybody who showed up. You guys are awesome. And that's what winning is about. Showing up, that's half of it. Now you got to apply what you learned. That's it. Show up and then
Learn to teach.
Yep. And repeat that process over and over and over again. Yep.
Glad to have you guys on my team, and I love you guys. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you.
You got a busy day, y'all. Down there. Get that. Yeah.
Mike, I'll get you this link as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, darling. All right, guys, thanks for coming, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, now. Peace.
Peace.